Anaheim, California had some incredible moments over 1 month ago. Kraig Parsons in Velociraptor took his second racing win, and Cameron Landry in the Lucas Oil Crusader went home with his first Dubby Freestyle Championship. Tonight, we're in Las Vegas, Nevada in Allegiant Stadium about to find our next champions. This is the Rigs of Rod's semi-realistic point series. This is Monster Jam! Hello everybody and welcome back to the Rorsrps channel. My name is Preston Vieira and welcome to fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada as we make our debut in Allegiant Stadium. We're back on the biggest and baddest tour, kicking off round 4 out of 10 for the season, getting ready for an incredible show. Our 16 truck field, including our all-new sub Armando Castro in El Toro Loco, is ready to go. So let's check out our Dubby racing bracket for tonight. Kicking off the first round tonight, we're going to be seeing Velociraptor Kraig Parsons take on Joe Dennis in Spider-Man Miles Morales. Bryce Eagan in War Machine is going to come out next, taking on Prower in Sonic Heroes. Ewan Ford in Soldier Fortune Black Ops will take on Chad Tingler in Venom, followed by Tevin Maxwell taking on Kathy Winston, Team Meents versus Team Suzuki. Josh Tonkin in Son Uva Digger will face off against Prower 278 in Predator. Cameron Landry in Lucas Oil Crusader will face off against Aiden Wegner in Gravedigger. Alfredo Moya in Dragon will take on Noah Brady in Gunslinger. And closing out round 1, it's Colineri in Working Class taking on our sub for tonight, Armando Castro in El Toro Loco, debuting, hoping to be one of the subs added to the history books, getting a win and a second show. Can he do it here in racing is the question. We'll find out as we move on through the night. Kraig Parsons in Velociraptor coming out next. Our reigning racing champion at the moment. Took the win in Anaheim. Looking to do it again here tonight. Can he? Is a different question. He does have a pretty easy lineup here in round 1, taking on Joe Dennis in Spider-Man Miles Morales. Of course, he was our first truck to be subbed out on this tour, being the points loser in Seattle, Washington, our opening show of the season. Ended up being subbed out as we headed into Salinas, California. But here tonight in Las Vegas, Nevada, it is a whole new night. Similar racing style, not quite the same though. So, you know, got to take the pros and cons when they come. Every day is a new day when it comes to, or every weekend is a new weekend, I should say, when it comes to racing and freestyle. We're going to get started here in round 1, launching off of that starting line and into the embankment. Oh, Joe Dennis going over in Spider-Man Miles Morales. We saw him do that in Seattle as well. But, you know, in Seattle, he was done, down for the count. Tonight, he does have a shot. He is on all 4 BKT tires. Kraig Parsons over the finish line, though. Is Joe Dennis going to get across that finish line? Looks like he is. Definitely struggling here on this racing track tonight, maybe in freestyle. We'll see if he can actually fill a clock when it comes down to it, but that is it. Miles Morales out here in round 1. Joe Dennis unable to make it stick tonight. He's going to have to work on it if he wants to get anywhere near the World Finals qualifying spot. Bryce Eagan in War Machine coming out next, taking on Prower in Sonic Heroes. Prower is a pretty decent racer, ends up in the semifinals semi-regularly. I mean, we just saw him in the semifinals in Salinas, and here in Las Vegas, he has a shot to do it again. Bryce Eagan in War Machine has made it up into the semifinals, I believe, once now. So we'll see how he does here tonight. Both trucks green, launching off of the starting line and heading into that embankment. Looking good on both sides. Sonic Heroes may have a slight lead coming out of this first turn. Can he hold it to the line? 1 turn left between him and the finish line. Bryce Eagan trying to get that truck powered down over the line, and it is going to be Prower in Sonic Heroes. What a race. A close one as we kick off our night here. Second race out, definitely a good one. And Prower manages to make it stick here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Nicely done. Can he keep it running for the rest of the night is the question. Ewan Ford in Soldier Fortune Black Ops is going to come out next on your right. He'll be taking on Chad Tingler in Venom. Both of these trucks are semi-final appearance, or have had semi-final appearances, and Soldier Fortune Black Ops had a shot at that final round in Salinas, California, lost to Kraig Parsons in Velociraptor. Can Ewan Ford do it tonight? Launching off of that starting line, we will find out. Chad Tingler, a legend in the Monster Jam series. Can he make it stick tonight, make it up into the semifinals once again, potentially get a shot at that final round? Around that final turn, it's pretty close once again to the line. Oh my goodness! That was too close to call from the naked eye, but Ewan Ford and Soldier Fortune Black Ops manages to make it stick here tonight by inches across that finish line. Soldier Fortune Black Ops one step closer to that final round once again. Can he make it there? And can he finally get that Dubby Racing Championship under his belt? Tevin, Maxwell, and Team Meents coming out on your right. And he'll be taking on Kathy Winston in Team Suzuki. Kathy is a solid racer, solid freestyler. Tevin Maxwell has made it up into the second round every show. Can he make it past the second round is the question. Off the line we go and headed into our first turn. Hiking up that left rear for Tevin Maxwell. Manages to keep it under control, but that is definitely a way to get into trouble in that embankment and end up potentially rolling the truck over. He needs to control that for the rest of the night. If he makes it to the rest of the night, over the line, it's close. Once again, it's been nothing but close races tonight. Tevin Maxwell and Team Meents is on to round two. Of course, I said nothing but close races. I remember our first race of the night was a wide gap between the two, but here since then, it's been nothing but close races, and a good way to go for Las Vegas. You know, go big or go home. Everyone is going big tonight, and everybody wants that championship. Pro Bowler 278 in Predator coming out next on your left, and he's taking on Josh Tonkin in Son Uva Digger is on your right. Now, Josh Tonkin, 2 times so far this season, he's been in the final round. One of those, he's taken a racing championship. That was our first show of the season. He wants to make it there again tonight and hopefully get that Dubby Racing win under his belt once again. Pro Bowler 278 struggling through this first turn. Definitely losing ground on Josh Tonkin, an incredible racer, pretty solid freestyler as well. We've seen nothing but some solid runs from him this season. Of course, freestyle did go wrong for him in Anaheim, but here in racing, Josh Tonkin and Son Uva Digger manages to make it into the next round here in round one. Beautifully done over the line. Pro Bowler just not having it in him. He did get subbed out for our Anaheim show. He's back looking to make up some points. It's been rough on him so far this season. He went up from our freestyle champion to a truck that's been subbed out, losing a lot of points. Cameron Landry coming out next on your right. Lucas Oil Crusader taking on Aiden Wegner in that green Ghost Gravedigger, bringing it back for season 2. And he's been doing well. Took it to victory once in freestyle, and so has Cameron Landry. Who's going to take it tonight is the question. Will it be one of these two, and can either one of them make it to the final round? It looks like it's not going to be Aiden Wegner unless there's a big slip from Cameron Landry in the final turn, and no, Cameron Landry over that finish line and headed into round 2. Nicely done. Aiden Wegner just not getting it down for the racing competition. He is out. Up until this point, he's been making it up into round 2 pretty consistently. Or not pretty consistently, consistently every show so far. Tonight, unable to make it happen. Alfredo, Moya, and Dragon coming out next on your right. Noah, Brady, and Gunslinger on your left. Noah has been struggling with this truck so far this season. It just does not stay tacked up in the turns. Starts sliding, and it is tough to recover that truck for Noah. We'll see if he can make it, if he can make some improvements tonight. Alfredo Moya, definitely a solid racer, made it up into the final round in Seattle. He's looking to do it again, starting here with Noah Brady, and it looks like Alfredo does have a lead. Around that final turn, Alfredo Moya in Dragon takes it to the line. A solid pass from Noah Brady, managing to keep up with the one-time finalist, but again, struggling with the truck. I don't know. Like I said, keeping up with Alfredo is a solid pass, but he's out here in round 1 once again. Mark Colineri in Working Class coming out next on your right, taking on Armando Castro in El Toro Loco, the one-time real-life skills champion from the World Finals, and an incredible moonwalk to a backflip. He nailed that thing, man. I was lucky enough to see that in person, and it was awesome. See how he does here in racing tonight as we launch off of that starting line. Mark Colineri, definitely not someone to play with when it comes to racing. Around our second turn here. Beautifully done. Mark looks like he might be struggling to get that truck where he wants it to go. Around that final turn, it's looking good for him, but not close enough to Armando Castro to make it stick. Armando is on to round 2 here tonight. Heading into the next round, can he continue this speed? That was a nice run, knocking out a semifinalist from the first show of the season. But if you guys are enjoying tonight's racing so far, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We got new shows every Saturday, and we got 3 tours to choose from: All-Star Challenge Tour, Biggest and Baddest Tour, and the Indy Madness Tour. And they're all a lot of fun. Be sure to stick around, hit that like button, let me know you liked it in a comment down below, and also check us out on Instagram at Rorsrps. But let's check out our round 2 lineup here. Kraig, Parsons, and Velociraptor will take on Prower and Sonic Heroes. Ewan Ford and Soldier Fortune Black Ops will take on Team Meents. Son Uva Digger will face off against Crusader, and Dragon is going to be taking on Toro Loco to close out the second round. Let's jump right into it here. Kraig, Parsons, and Velociraptor on your right, looking for another racing championship. Prower and Sonic Heroes looking for his first of Season 2. Can he do it by knocking out the reigning racing champion from Anaheim and Salinas here in Las Vegas, Nevada? We'll see here in just a second. Both trucks staged, ready to go, and we're going green. Off of that starting line we go, and into our first turn. Hiking up that rear wheel on Prower's side. Definitely got to keep that under control. Looking like he might be struggling a little bit in that second turn as well. But he is right there with Kraig right now. If there's any type of a slip from Kraig Parsons, Prower does it, but no! Kraig Parsons in Velociraptor on fire these past few shows, and it is just continuing here tonight. He is on to the semifinals. Prower done here in round 2. Wow. Next out on the track, Ewan Ford in Soldier Fortune Black Ops is going to be taking on Tevin Maxwell in Team Meents. Solid matchup here. I got to say, we haven't seen Team Meents make it past round 2 so far this season. And he's up against a tough competitor, Soldier Fortune Black Ops. Ewan Ford managing to take that thing up into the semifinals pretty consistently. Watching off of the starting line, who's going to do it tonight? Hiking up that rear wheel on both sides. Big slip off of the berm from Ewan Ford. It's neck and neck right now. Tevin Maxwell may even have a little bit of a lead, but he loses it heading into our final turn. He's going to take it to the line. Not close enough for Tevin Maxwell. It is going to be Ewan Ford in Soldier Fortune Black Ops. Once again, heading into the semifinals, it's going to be Velociraptor versus Soldier Fortune Black Ops, kicking off the semifinals. Unfortunate break for Tevin Maxwell, but we got a whole season ahead of us still, and he is doing well. I see big things for him in our future. Josh Tonkin and Son Uva Digger coming out next. On your right, he'll be taking on Cameron Landry and Crusader. Cameron is another solid competitor, but even more solid in the racing category, racing competition. It's Josh Tonkin and Son Uva Digger who can hold it this time around. Like I said, every weekend is a new weekend. And we're already off that starting line into our second turn of this race. Looks like Cameron Landry may have a lead, but once again, Josh Tonkin looks fast through that second turn, manages to make up some ground. Coming to the line, it is close, and it's gonna be Josh Tonkin and Son Uva Digger once again heading into the semifinals. It looks like he may get another shot at Velociraptor, but Velociraptor would have to make it past Ewan Ford in Soldier Fortune Black Ops, and he has a decent shot. You cannot count out Ewan Ford. Alfredo, Moya, and Dragon coming out next, taking on Armando Castro and Toro Loco to close out the second round. Can our sub make it up into the semifinals is the question on my mind for sure, and I know Armando is hyped. He's doing well so far. He needs to just make it stick once again. He's in the opposite lane that he was last time. Dragon in the same lane that he was last time. He's going to come out on top. Looks like Alfredo may have, or Armando may have a lead right now. Can he hold it? He's all over the place through that final straight. Around the turn, Alfredo Moya in Dragon manages to come back and capitalize on that little mistake that Armando made. Wasn't much, but it was just enough for someone like Alfredo, who is very consistent, doesn't make many mistakes, to jump on it, you know? Kraig Parsons and Velociraptor is going to be taking on Ewan Ford and Soldier Fortune Black Ops. And Josh Tonkin will be facing off against Alfredo Moya in Dragon, the rematch of the Dubby final round from our first show of the season in Seattle, Washington. We got to get through this race to see that one. Kraig Parsons in Velociraptor coming out on your right, taking on Ewan Ford and Soldier Fortune Black Ops on your left. This is a solid race, man. I mean, these two faced off in Salinas, and it was Kraig Parsons. So you know Ewan Ford is a little bit salty. He wants to come back here in the semifinals tonight and make it up into the Dubby final round. We'll see how it goes as we launch off of that starting line and around our first turn. Beautifully done from both drivers. It looks like Kraig Parsons does have a little bit of a lead right now. Can he hold it is the question. Around the final turn. It's close. Ewan Ford just not enough coming out of that final turn. Kraig Parsons in Velociraptor is on to the final round tonight. Our Dubby final round first competitor is that Velociraptor truck once again getting a shot. He's trying to go 3 for 3. Can he do it? Josh Tonkin and Son Uva Digger coming out next on your right in the rivalry of Show 1. Alfredo Moya in Dragon on your left. This is a rematch, as I mentioned, of our first final round of the season on this tour. Josh Tonkin took the win. Can he do it again tonight? We just got to watch and see. Launching off of that starting line, coming around that first turn. A little bit of a slide from Alfredo Moya. Big slip compared to Josh Tonkin. Heading into the final turn. Looks like Alfredo Moya is too far behind. Josh Tonkin and Son Uva Digger over the line and on to our Dubby final round. That means we have another rematch on our hands from Anaheim this time. Kraig Parsons and Velociraptor will be taking on Josh Tonkin and Son Uva Digger. Can Josh Tonkin get his second racing championship under his belt tonight? One last look at this racing bracket here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Our Dubby final round, Velociraptor taking on Son Uva Digger. And here they come, the men of the hour, Kraig Parsons and Velociraptor on your right. They'll be taking on Josh Tonkin and Son Uva Digger on your left. They're taking a lap, getting these fans excited. And if you want to be as excited as these fans here in Las Vegas, Nevada are, as hype as these drivers are, as hype as I am, be sure to check out Dubby.gg on the internet, Dubby.gg on Instagram, and the Dubby app on both the Google Play stores and the Apple Store. They got some delicious flavors of some energy powders, and they also have caffeine-free hydration blends, and they are delicious, and you can get 10% off using code RORSRPS at checkout. But here we go for the Dubby final round. We are green, Velociraptor versus Son Uva Digger. Ooh, Son Uva Digger, Josh Tonkin all over the place in that first turn. Can he come back? Will there be a mistake on Kraig Parsons' end? Into the final turn, it does not look like it. Kraig Parsons is over the finish line once again. Kraig Parsons in Velociraptor is your Dubby racing champion here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Allegiant Stadium is on their feet celebrating this incredible win. 3 for 3, or technically 3 for 4 for Kraig Parsons in Velociraptor. He is on fire with these past few shows, and I'm curious to see how long he is going to keep this going. We still have 6 shows left, not counting the one that we are watching right now. And I mean, he's on a roll, man. That's all I can say. I'm curious if he can keep this going for the rest of the season. And we may have a new record for racing points on our hands by the end of the season. We just got to wait and see how it goes. Massive donuts from Kraig Parsons, and he's going down. I thought he was going to let that thing settle down, but no, over he goes. And Kraig Parsons on his lid with the Dubby Racing Championship under his belt here in Las Vegas, Nevada. What a night for Kraig Parsons once again. Let's get a look at our points awarded for tonight here and get these new updated totals. Son Uva Digger, Josh Tonkin still in the lead with 71 points. Velociraptor with 66. Dragon 59. And Soldier Fortune Black Ops with 48. Cameron Landry and Lucas Oil Crusader with 44. Working Class 43. Great Prower and Sonic Heroes 42. And Aiden Wegner in Gravedigger with 40. Kathy Winston and Team Suzuki ends up with 39. Bryce, Eagan and War Machine with 38. Team Meents with 37. And Venom with 31. Gunslinger 27. Pro Bowler 278 with 26. Joe Dennis and Spider-Man Miles Morales with 11. And our substitute for tonight ends up with 4 points to kick off his competition. He'll get a chance to earn some more in freestyle coming up in just a second. But if you guys enjoyed tonight's racing competition, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Let me know in a comment down below. Share with your friends. Get everybody involved. We are trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, and we're pretty close. We're getting up near 750-ish. So I'm excited, guys. And be sure to check out the ROR SRPS Instagram for all kinds of extra content, including early access to the week's racing bracket, pit party pictures, and more. Also, check out the channel partner, Dubby Energy, for some clean, jitterless energy. They have delicious flavors, including Beach and Peach, which is my favorite flavor. You can get a little preview of it on the left-hand corner here on top. And it is a mango white peach cooler. Super good. I would recommend it, definitely. And they also have some caffeine-free hydration blends. But thank you guys so much for tuning in here in Allegiant Stadium for some racing. I'll see you in freestyle in just a minute.